been awake? Are you all right? Did you have a nightmare? Thank goodness. I couldn't stand the thought of you having one here, at Spinner's End, of all places. Are you struggling to drift off? Well, we can't have that. Hold on. I'll light a candle. Don't be ridiculous. Do you expect me to just roll over and go back to sleep? If you can't sleep, I don't want to sleep either. There. How long have you been laying there, awake and restless while I slept so shamelessly beside you? You should have woken me. What is it, love? Racing thoughts? Intrusive worries? Or simply an absurd unwillingness to rest when you so clearly need it? I see. You do realize there is nothing that can be done about such thoughts at this hour. Whatever troubles you, whatever plagues your mind, will still be there in the morning. It isn't worth dwelling on tonight. I know. It can be very difficult to silence one's own mind. You tell yourself to stop thinking, but the moment you do, the thoughts push back harder. They fill the space. Unwelcome. Relentless. You think of things you don't want to think about. Things that hurt. Things you can't change. And you lie there, staring at the ceiling, willing yourself to let it go. But your mind is stubborn. I won't tell you to stop thinking, but I will ask you to listen to me instead. Let me be louder than whatever's in your mind. Perhaps I should tell you something dreadfully dull. That ought to work. Shall I recite the properties of saprophoros beans? Or perhaps a detailed lecture on the precise method of extracting moonstone for a proper draught of peace? No? A shame. You'd be asleep in minutes. I'll make us some tea. We can talk. Don't be silly. You're not spending the night in my bed and not letting me take care of you. It's no trouble. Stay here. I won't be long. It's that blend you like. I wasn't overly keen on it at first, but it seems to have grown on me. Likely because I've come to associate it with you. Oh. It's ugly, isn't it? Well, I think it's ugly. It's fine. I knew you'd ask about it eventually. It's not just a mark. It's a tether. It was meant to bind us to him, to one another. A constant reminder of loyalty, of allegiance. I do not wish to make excuses for my actions, but I will say, I was young when I joined them. Not a boy, not yet a man. I was angry and desperate to prove myself to people whose approval should never have mattered. For me, it was never about power. Not really. It was about belonging. You have to understand. No one recruits Death Eaters by telling them the truth. No one says, "Come, be a servant of a madman. Commit atrocities in his name. Destroy yourself for him and call it glory." No. They tell you that you will be more, that you will have purpose, that you will be part of something greater than yourself. And when you have spent your life feeling like nothing, let's just say I did not take a great deal of convincing. It is not something that can be removed. It is not a thing one can carve away or burn or wish into non-existence. It is woven into me. Dark magic at its most insidious. When I first turned against him, I thought, hoped, that it might wither, that his absence would starve it. And while it faded, it never truly vanished. The skin grew paler, the edges less defined, but it remained, waiting. A scar that never healed, a whisper of the past that refuses to be silenced. Even now, I feel it. Not always. Not constantly, but in the quiet moments, in the stillness of night, it lingers, a shadow beneath my skin, reminding me of who I was, of what I did, and of the price one pays for their mistakes. Well, that was sufficiently miserable. Shall I offer you a complete history of my poor life choices next? Or perhaps a dramatic reading of my most humiliating moments at Hogwarts? Come on. That's quite enough about me for one day. Come closer. Let me put my arms around you. Read to you? Darling, it's the middle of the night. Fine. Does Her Highness have any special requests? Or shall I select something from my bookshelf at random? Perhaps an extensive guide to the brewing of draughts and tonics. I hear the section on soporific elixirs is particularly enthralling. Poetry? I didn't realize I'd become your personal bedside bard. Should I go one further? Don a feathered cap and compose a ballad in your honor? Don't move. If I must cater to the whims of a princess, I may as well select something worth reading. Christopher Marlowe. Thank goodness. For a brief, harrowing second, I feared I would be forced to recite something from memory. Come here. Cuddle into me. Close your eyes. Slow your breathing. And listen. Come live with me and be my love, and we will all the pleasures prove that valleys, groves, hills and fields, woods or steepy mountain yields. And we will sit upon the rocks, seeing the shepherds feed their flocks by shallow rivers, to whose falls melodious birds sing madrigals. And I will make thee beds of roses and 1,000 fragrant posies, a cap of flowers and a kirtle, embroidered all with leaves of myrtle, a gown made of the finest wool, which from our pretty lambs we pull, fair-lined slippers for the cold, with buckles of the purest gold, a belt of straw and ivy buds, with coral clasps and amber studs. And if these pleasures may thee move, come live with me and be my love. The shepherd swains shall dance and sing for thy delight each May morning. If these delights thy mind may move, then live with me and be my love. There. Are you sufficiently romanced, love?